Hello?
Hey Art, it's PK with All 105.1 in Louisville. How's it going, man?
Good, man. How are you?
Can't complain. Just kind of getting back into the swing of things. It's been a weird week, but we're surviving out here.
Awesome. Yeah. I feel like everybody in the whole country is just surviving right now.
Right? It's like I swear, like everybody talks about like, oh, like Mercury's in retrograde or this is going. It's like it can't be forever though, can it? Like
I don't know, man. You think things can't get worse and then they do, right? That's been the story of my life. And it's just like, wow. And when I step back from it and look like where we're at in this country right now, it's intense. It's really intense. And I'm just praying for people to find a way to, work through it and not destroy each other. It's just it's intense right now. That's all I can say.
Yeah, just a little bit, but we at least have
a little bit.
Yeah, we at least have some music and everything to kind of distract us from everything at the very least, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like we're trying.
Yep.
Cool, man. But I appreciate you taking some time to chat. I know you guys are you're gonna be busy with this big tour, the Sparkle and Fade 30th anniversary tour. Like, tell me a little bit about some plans here coming up for everything. I know the show here in Louisville's on Sunday, but I know things are underway, and you're gonna be a busy man.
Yeah, man, we're like about a third of the way through it. Almost halfway through it, actually. Louisville is like the halfway point because the next day we go home for 4 days to our various homes, take a little break, reset, come back, and start the show, the second half of the tour in Nashville. So that'll be nice. Yeah, man, just great shows. A lot of fan participation. We're doing the whole album of Sparkle and Fade, celebrating the 30th anniversary. We got a deluxe vinyl edition coming out about a month. In about 2 or 3 weeks, we got the digital version of that, coming out. Yeah, man, it's a big year for us. We're getting ready to go and make a new album next year. Going to Australia after this tour. This has been the busiest year we've had since probably the late 90s. We did 100. By the end of this year, we'll be at almost 130 shows. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely a busy year for sure. But that's cool though. I was going to ask you about whether there was going to be some new music in the works or not. Because I mean, the last album you guys did was was back in 2015. So I would say overdue.
Well, brother, I thought we were done not doing new music because we put out singles. We put out digital singles here and there, and put a couple of those songs on the live album that we did a couple years ago. So, but going in and making a new record after making about 10 records, it's like I didn't really feel the need to. But with what's going on in this world right now, it's just making me write. I'm waking up middle of the night writing. Yeah. It's time to make a record. So there you go.
Yeah, I like it. So I know, like we talked about, 30th anniversary for Sparkle and Fade, but also looking at 10 years since the last album with Black is the New Black. So have you kind of been celebrating that anniversary as well, or are you just kind of like really just pushing 30th anniversary and trying to keep that front and center on the tour?
Yeah, we're not really paying attention to that. That record didn't really impact on people as much. A lot of fans liked it a lot or loved it, and I think it's a great record. But Afterglow, Sparkle and Fade, Songs from America Movie, and even World of Noise, our first album, those are albums that made an early impact on the record and helped really shape our musical journey as a band and my life as a human being, really. Because when Santa Monica became a huge hit, that I'd never had that kind of success before. I was used to people not liking, like fighting to have my voice heard. And then all of a sudden people were just telling me how great I was, and I didn't believe it. I still don't. Thank God.
I mean, well, I feel like at this point, like, you know, I mean, like you said, I mean, that first album, 93, but, you know, then it's, you know, 95, 97, really, like you said, when things started to take off a little bit. I think after that amount of time and seeing, you know, the reaction that people have to still hearing these songs all this time later, it's like, you know, I feel like there's at least part of you that can be like, okay, I believe some of it at least.
Well, to be honest with you, man, I've always believed in myself. And I think if you're going to do big stuff in this world, you have to be your own biggest cheerleader, while at the same time being your own worst critic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that early on, and I think that was something that really helped me along the way, because I never lost sight of that. But yeah, I just, you know, man, I didn't really pay attention when the stuff was going on and everything was blowing up. I kind of put the blinders on a little bit and just, you know, kept forward, doing more work, pushing forward. And I wish I would have been able to savor it a little bit more, you know, and enjoy it. Because even I did, and I enjoyed the fruits of it. I enjoyed not having to, you know, musicians don't make the money that people think they do. Yeah. But I didn't have to worry about money, about paying bills anymore. And if I wanted to take a week off and go to Hawaii with my family, I could do that, you know. And it felt good being middle class for the first time, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially like you said, like when you kind of put the blinders on and all of that, like, are you seeing now, like, you know, like kind of what you could have expected, like during that time, like when you're seeing these shows and celebrating the anniversary, like, is it kind of almost like a make good for that?
No, not at all. I mean, the whole thing of like what's going on now, it's just like, it's a blessing. I didn't even think about it. It was in conversation. No one was like, so 30 years from now, do you think you'll do an anniversary tour? No, because no one was doing that.
Yeah.
Because no one had done a record that was still relevant to millions of people 30 years later.
Yeah.
You know? And because if you can go back to the 60s, people were, except for the Beatles or the Rolling Stones, you know, everybody else was doing singles or one-hit wonders. And that whole album rock hadn't hit in until like late 60s, early 70s. So that wasn't even a question that people thought of. And, you know, I just wanted to have a career where I could make rock and roll my way, produce it my way, have as much autonomy as possible, which I did from the record label. And at the same time, just have a normal life of like having a family and a house and just not worrying about money.
Yeah.
You know, I've never been a money chaser. That's not my makeup. I never wanted to be rich. I just want to be comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, that's, I feel like that's some advice that everybody can strive for. And, you know, it's and you can do it with something that you love, then even better.
Yeah, absolutely. That's living the dream, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 63. I'm playing guitar, singing in my own band still, and making a good living at it. And all my guys are doing well, and yeah, we're living the dream.
Yeah, that doesn't suck.
No.
Cool, man.
That's gonna be the motto. That's gonna be the motto on my tombstone. Life didn't suck.
There you go.
After all, after the age of 30, life didn't suck.
There you go. I mean, that's not too bad. But looking forward to, again, the show coming up on Sunday, the 28th, 30th anniversary for Sparkle and Fade with Everclear, Local H and Sponge on there as well. So, Art, I got one more question for you. It's one of my favorite things to ask any artist. And
okay.
Like you said, I mean, you got a lot of albums that you can pull from. You know, obviously this tour is very, you know, front and center for Sparkle and Fade. But you know, when you think about like a non-anniversary show, like just a typical headlining show, you know, not doing any crazy celebrations or anything like that, and you put together the set list, you there's obviously, the songs that people kind of expect to hear, they're like, Santa Monica and songs like that. But is there a song that you wish you could put on the set list, but it just, for some reason, never makes the cut?
No, not really. Sorry, brother. I'm saying no to a lot of your questions.
You're fine. No.
But no, I mean, look, at this point, we play the hits. Bands that that have hit songs that don't play their hits because they're too cool to want to be defined by the 90s or their hits, which they are. Mm-hmm. They might not want to acknowledge it, but they are. Mm-hmm. We embrace it, man. We play the hits. We play fan favorites. And when it comes to playing like an odd song here or there, when we're doing our normal set, people hit us up on and we encourage them, hit us up on social media and make requests. And if we know it or we have time to relearn it, we'll do it. Yeah. And that way that gives them the place, and it's not me going, I'm going to play this obscure song off of Black is the New Black, and I hope people like it. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing that. It's like right now we're doing Sparkle and Fade, the whole album. So we're side 2. We don't play a lot of those songs kind of ever. Mm-hmm. And so we had to relearn them, but they're fun to play. Yeah. And people are digging them.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely, obviously, between Santa Monica, between Heroin Girl, like with Sparkle and Fade, it's like, a lot of these songs are gonna resonate, but it's always interesting to see though, because I feel like every artist always has a different answer. I honestly, I've gotten that answer before where it's no, we know what we're gonna do, and we know what people want, and every so often we'll throw something in because we want to, but that's that.
Well, to me, we leave about 4 songs open in the set, 4 to 5 songs depending. And I love when people ask for songs that are a little off the beaten track. I always tell them, don't ask for a hit. Don't waste it on that. We're going to play that. But every now and then they ask for, certain songs, and it's fun to play them. Yeah. And it's a setup. And I'd rather give that to them than have it for me of wow, I really want to play this song. At this point, I really want to make people happy when I play.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I like that, man. Well, I'm looking forward to the show on Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun, just, again, celebrating that 30th anniversary and, just awesome. Having a good time. But I appreciate you taking some time to chat today, man.
Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll talk soon.
Take care.
See ya.